Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm watching last night's episode of The Prophet, and two big things started screaming at me after I got done watching it. Maybe 16 minutes in, I really started to realize where he was going with this, Marcus Lemonis, where he was going with this whole episode. And as a brand developer and graphic designer, it's really, really important that this message hits home to everybody. Whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're somebody who works in the workforce, it doesn't matter. But here is the biggest takeaway from yesterday's episode was people buy your story and your passion first, and then they buy your service or product. That's so important to understand. That is the number one differentiating factor that makes you stand out amongst everybody else in the world, whether they're going for the same position as you, or they're in the same industry as you, they're selling the same product or service. Your story is unique. Nobody can duplicate that. No one. And if it's compelling enough, and if it resonates with that person enough, they're not going to buy because you have an awesome product, as you should, or you're the best at what you do. They're buying because they like you. And that's so important. I had an epiphany yesterday when I was on one of my calls with a potential client. You know, he was interested in a $25,000 project, and quite frankly, the relationship wasn't established enough yet for us to commence on that project. And I took a step back and I said, that is a huge, huge commitment and a huge investment for somebody to take. That person is not going to make that kind of investment on the first date. They're not. Because I asked myself, would you spend $25,000 with somebody you just met? So, point is, storytelling should be part of your everyday game. You know, I don't care if you do hair. I don't care if you do makeup. I don't care if you run a multi-million-dollar business. People want to know how much you care, how much passion is behind what you do. That's what people buy. And so I'm watching this episode, and this gentleman, you know, the whole passion behind their business was part of the proceeds go to charities, different charities. And they seem to get away from that business model or that brand model over time because other people or other retailers or other vendors were trying to pull them in another direction, and they didn't stay true to brand. You have to stay true to brand because people don't like wishy-washy. You know, they're thinking something one day and then the next day they're on a different planet. That's inconsistent. That doesn't build trust. That doesn't build credibility. That doesn't build authority. People want structure. They want foundation. They want somebody who sticks to their guns and is true to their word and have a tremendous amount of integrity. So storytelling builds all of that. And that is what you guys need to focus on going forward. If you want to build a business, if you want to get that promotion, you got to show how much you care. The passion is going to sell you. The passion is going to drive you to the next level. That's how you get there. Tell a compelling story. Let them know who you truly are. Don't be afraid to share that, because that's where you get the connection. That's how you make the connection with your clients, with your superior, with anyone. They want to know how much you care. that will allow them to make the decision whether or not to promote you, to invest in you. And that is the deciding factor as to how quickly you get to the next level, how much passion you show, and telling a compelling story. Do that on a consistent basis, and I can promise you, you will go straight to the top. That's what Russell Brunson taught me a couple years back when he said to me, "You have a gorgeous website. You're an amazing designer. But there's not 1 ounce of your personality anywhere on this website." And that was the game changer, guys. So tell a compelling story, show your passion, and people will buy that before they buy your product or service.